Good morning, students. I am your English teacher Irshad. Today I have to teach you a poem titled The Last Bargain. This is the poem which I have to teach you today. This poem has been written by Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore is a famous poet from West Bengal, and Rabindranath Tagore got Nobel Prize in 1913 for Gitanjali. He wrote many poems, many dramas. Among them, here The Last Bargain is a poem which we have to read today. In this poem, we have to read about freedom. Means freedom is essential for everybody. Everybody want to earn his livelihood. But at the time of earning livelihood, if a freedom of a person will be disturbed, then it is sure that livelihood will not be in such a way to take the enjoyment of our life. As a result, the poet Rabindranath Tagore is present in the poem like a speaker, and he is telling all the situations himself. Here, Rabindranath Tagore or the poet is telling that he is willing to get a job, but his freedom should not be disturbed, and for this very purpose he started to work out in the society or the place where he belonged to, and he started to say that he is free, he is available for hire. The person who has necessary for a worker, that will person can take me as a servant or take me on hire, but my freedom should not be disturbed. So this was the we can say that statement from the side of the speaker, from the side of the poet. And early in the morning, a king came near the speaker, near the poet, and the king was very powerful. King said to poet that he has power, he has more power than wealth, and he can hire the poet, and in return he can also provide the power to the poet. But poet here rejected that he did not need power. Means if he will be working for the king, and if he will be given power, then that very power will not be useful for him, because it will not give him the happiness. He will be lacking his happiness, he will be lacking his freedom. Due to this, poet rejected the proposal given by the king, and the king returned from that place. It was afternoon, or it was noon, and it was very hot. At that very time, poet was going somewhere else, and poet saw that a rich old man came to king, and this rich old man had a box, or had a bag full of gold coins. The rich man said to poet that really the rich man said to poet that he will hire the poet for giving gold coins. Means he will hire the king, and in return he will provide a large amount of gold coins which he had kept in his bag. And he started to count, but here once again poet said that these gold coins are useless for him, so there is no importance of these gold coins for him. As a result, it will not give him happiness, and it will disturb his freedom. So this proposal is not fit for him, and the king and the poet rejected the proposal given by the old man. Old man returned from that very place, and it became evening. Everywhere flowers were blossoming, the people were enjoying, and when king reached near a garden, then he saw that a lots of beautiful flowers were blossoming in the garden, and it was looking very pleasant environment. The nature was very enjoyable. At that very time, a beautiful girl with a sweet smile came near to the poet, and this beautiful girl came near to the poet, and she said that she is ready to hire the poet herself. She will hire the poet, and in return she will give her sweet smile. The beautiful girl said that in return she will give her sweet smile. But here once again the poet said that really this very beautiful smile will not be helpful for him, because once again it will disturb his freedom, and it will not give him happiness as he is willing. Due to this, here poet rejected the proposal given by that beautiful girl, and after some time the tears started to release from the eyes of beautiful girl. Means when the proposal was rejected by the poet, tears came in the eyes of the beautiful girl, and after that, that tear started to fall down. So the beautiful girl departed from this very place, and it was very evening. The sun was about to set. In that very situation, poet reached to the seashore, and there he saw that seashore was shining, where the sandstone was available. The sands were spread on the bank, and a boy was playing there with shells. On the seashore we get shells. So a small child was playing with a shell. Means on the seashore a child was playing, and when poet reached there, child came near to the king, and the child said that really I am willing to hire you, but I have nothing to give you. I will not give you anything in the return. And the child said that I hire you with nothing. Means I will hire you, but I have nothing to give you. This was the statement given by the small child, given by that very child who was playing at the seashore with shells. The king thought again, and the poet thought about the situation again and again, and at last the poet realized that really if he will be hired by the child, then here there is no matter of disturbance. This very happiness which he will get with the child, this happiness will continue within him, and this happiness, this opportunity will not disturb his freedom. It will not create any type of hindrance in his way of life. And as a result, here the poet accepted the proposal given by the child. Here message of the poem is this, that really for the survival of our life we do different varieties of work, but somebody do not care about his freedom, about his way of living. While there are somebody who thinks that really he or she has to earn money, but his or her freedom must be saved. Means if we will lose our freedom, if we will lose our we can say that way of life, then it is sure that here this working or this money or this health, this property, it will be completely useless. So here the purpose of this very poem is this, that really we have to earn money, we have to survive on this very earth, but our survival, it must be without any hindrance, without any disturbance. And if anybody is trying to come in the way of our life, then it is sure that we will not be happy, we will be always tensionized, and we will have to face always problem. So here Rabindranath Tagore, he has given us the message, and Rabindranath Tagore is a Indian poet. I have already said in the beginning that Rabindranath Tagore wrote the national anthem of India, Jan Gan Man, and he wrote a lots of poems, and those very poems were included in a book titled Gitanjali. This Gitanjali is a collection of books, and when this very Gitanjali book was taken by Rabindranath Tagore to England, the poets of England, they read the book, and on the basis of his versatile nature, Rabindranath Tagore was given Nobel Prize first time in 1913 from India. So first time this Gitanjali was written in Bengali language, and Rabindranath Tagore translated it from Bengali to English language. Then after that, this book was accepted by the people, by the poets and authors of this very world. So Rabindranath Tagore has departed from this very earth, but his message is a blessing for us, and we have to follow his message. We have to apply his message in our life, and whatever he has given, the good things for us, we have to accept those good things very carefully. So the poem is going to end here, and this is from my side for today. That's all. Thank you.